All right, welcome back to episode 2 of the Battlefront 2 playthrough. I adjusted the audio a little bit because it was a little bit quiet last time, so hopefully this time it's a little bit louder. Last time we did the first mission that was playing through the Mikito. Now we're going to go to Coruscant to do a rescue. Um, I'm not quite sure I remember this one. So we'll see what it has in store for us. Have our little movie clip to start, and then we get our black screen and we wait while things to load. You would think all these years later, with such better processing power, things would load so much faster. But I guess because it's on an emulator, that maybe it just mimics the PlayStation 2 a little bit too well, and that loading is extended past what it really needs to be.
As the Clone Wars progressed, more and more ground-based legions found themselves pressed into space combat, including the fighting forces of the 501st. For months, every hour of our downtime was spent in the simulator, preparing for the time we would face our enemies from the cockpit of a 170. Finally, the day came to earn our wings. The CIS had staged a daring kidnapping of Chancellor Palpatine and was being escorted from Coruscant by a fleet of separatist ships. With only a few veteran pilots on planet, many of the 501st were pressed into service to drive off the Seps and buy time for a pair of Jedi Knights to rescue the Chancellor.
Okay, so that's why I don't remember this one. It's a space mission. I don't really remember the space missions that much because I didn't really struggle on them all that much. Dude,
Pilots and Marines, get to
I'll let
your
him talk.
ships. The Jedi are depending on you.
So yeah, I used to love the space missions, just like collecting the ships and throwing them back here on the I don't know what to call this, like platform, just to mess with our own teammates. Like I would put them in front of the doors so they wouldn't be able to come out. Yeah, it was a pretty funny time. I'm actually going to adjust the audio a little bit again, just because it looks a little bit loud on the recording. So hopefully it's not.
Incoming fighters, take them out.
Now, that being said about space missions, I do not like fighting in space much. The space missions, in the campaign at least, are kind of useless. There's really no threat of losing. You just kind of have to do them. You could skip them if you want, but if we're doing all the missions, I might as well play through it. So yeah, I don't know. I always just thought these ones were kind of lame. I prefer doing the like in Galactic Conquest. That's where space missions really start to matter. But here, not so much. So we just need to destroy a few fighters. Hopefully one more. Maybe two. Wow. The guns are actually a lot better than I thought they were. I thought someone stole that.
Ship acting as a frigate for the droids. Destroy it.
I love destroying these. I wish I had a bomber, but I guess this will just have to do. Oh, that missile almost got me. Wow, wow, wow. Why are we hurting so much?
Watch your tail.
Bro.
Attention, all second stage pilots on deck.
I'm also trying something new with my voice. I'm trying to put less bass in it so that it's a little bit more easy to understand. Cause yeah, I never really like having bass and stuff.
Get away.
And how are you not dead?
Pilots, focus your fire on the main CIS ships. We need their shields down as quickly as possible.
Wow. Can I get something that isn't this ship, please? And why are we blowing me up?
They're trying to land their troops.
No, they aren't. They don't even have a dropship.
All hands to battle stations. Repeat.
You know, on second thought, that might not have been the best idea. But I guess, yeah, I guess we're stuck to the arcs. There's no... Were they? No, they weren't Y-Wings yet. They were that, A? No. Oh my god, what were the bombers? I can't remember. That's really embarrassing, actually, for how much I've played this game. Oops. I could have done... Whoa! Oh my god! Bro. Well, at least the
Deploy
shields are gone.
communications array. That'll give you an opening.
This is not a drill. Repeat. This is not a drill.
So... Here we go again. Yeah, this is kind of what the space missions are like. It's just like, do this, do that, do this, do that, and then that's it.
Well done. Now that they're in disarray, fly into their hangar and land. Be careful.
We're gonna ignore that missile, because it probably won't even reach us.
Use rockets or time bombs to destroy the internal systems.
Well, I don't really have rockets, so... The best method here is just to run and hope for the best and hope no one pays attention to you. That's actually kind of epic, getting the ammo refill. Could use that as well. Did that not refill my ammo? Oh, there it is. I guess I didn't pick it up.
Now, grab a fighter and destroy the bridge of the enemy cruiser.
Alrighty, time to get out of here. I guess I just get back in my ship. It still works, I don't see why I can't. Wow, wow. You know, sometimes it's my fault and sometimes it's their fault.
To battle stations. Repeat. All hands.
That one was my fault.
Finish off that bomber.
Yeah, in space battles, I never go for fighters. I'm always doing the objectives, no matter what, even, like, not in this mode. Just because it gets you the most points, and I don't want to
Well
sit
done,
around
gents.
shooting
With
ships all
flying like
day.
that, the Republic is well on its way to victory.
Alright, that's... I'll call that mission 2. I want to combine that with the regular Coruscant mission,
After
but
disabling the final capital ship, General Kenobi and Skywalker took advantage of the opportunity we'd created and rescued the Chancellor. Took all the credit, too.
it's such a good story. I love this story. The fact that it follows along episode 3 with a completely different perspective is so awesome to me. Especially putting it in the clones' shoes, since they're... I'll stop. That was episode 2. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time for episode 3, where we go to Coruscant on the ground. I think... I can't really remember. Bye!